tell you what a day.
We're
This has
jumping
been.
right in today, huh? All
I
right.
got so much stuff going on. I'm swimming with things.
Okay. Well, let's start with one thing. What's one thing that's going on right now that you want to address?
I don't know. Everything I'm doing is a disaster. I try to solve something and that goes to heck, and then I try to do the next thing and that goes to heck, and I don't know. It seems like everything I'm trying to do is just going to heck, But I don't know. I think things will go. I just have to slow down with my stuff, I guess.
Okay.
It really bothered me when that, that why did that happen, to me at that meeting, at that Thursday night meeting? That really bothered me.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Can
on earth? I mean, and that,
So if I was hearing correctly, it sounded what you had said. It sounded like
they asked me something, and
yes.
I was trying to answer, and they act like they shoved me, like I felt like they were shoving me out the door, like
Okay.
before I could answer the question. And then my reaction was like, okay, whatever. Here, I respond. I can't remember what I said, but I just said, well, yeah, okay, whatever, whatever, dude, bye. Or I responded like,
Sounds like you got a little defensive
yeah,
almost.
yeah. How I learned that we had some long time ago. We had some studies on how a person would react if you were in a situation like that, how a person how you would act how your mental reaction would be if you were in a situation like that. And that's how I reacted.
By just getting defensive and just walking away from the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like that was an effective way to handle it?
Well, I don't know, but that's how it came so fast. I didn't know how to react.
Okay.
Maybe it was bad. I didn't, but that's how, I mean, I didn't yell at it. Just, I said, oh, yeah, like that.
Okay.
And then they kind of chuckled, not so much, but, Ashley chuckled so I don't know, maybe they didn't mean it in a mean way, but I felt like, I don't know if laughing at me. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't know how.
Okay. So there's confusion happening. You're not sure if it was a joke or if they were,
are they laughing? I didn't know if they were laughing at me, but I didn't stick around to find out. You want to play the game?
Mm-hmm. It was better for you in that moment to leave the situation rather than sit there and question them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to stick around and start playing the game, and get nasty with them, because I could have stick around and be nasty with them, but I felt like, no, there's two of them, just one of me. Just leave.
Almost
But
sounds.
I didn't like it.
Right. It almost sounds like you felt a little threatened when you just said there was two of them and only one of me.
Yeah.
Like your only option was to pull back and just move out of the way.
But it bothered me.
Okay. So this happened
That's why I want to bring it up. This is a good time to bring
it. It is. So this happened on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's now Monday. So you're still thinking about this even 4 days later.
Yeah. It's in my...
Okay.
And this is my July now. July... Okay. We have a meeting this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then one more in July.
Okay. So you have a meeting again this Thursday.
And then one July 11th, and that's it for the... No, not July... No, we don't have one on July 4th.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and then one... No.
Okay. So it's going to be another week until you go back to group.
One on the 11th, and that's it. And then July is shut down until we come back in August.
Okay. So
I have time to think, but it's just like, do I really, what's really going on? My head is just really kind of...
So what do you think what do you think is best for you to do in this situation? Is it best for you to do some coping, some self-reflection and let it go? Or is it
That's what
more
I'm trying
beneficial?
I'm trying to let it go. Is it
Okay.
because is it worth it? I mean, okay.
I was going to say,
don't know.
or is it more beneficial for you to ask them or tell them, hey, when you guys said this, you made me feel badly.
Yeah, I felt uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you comfortable expressing that to them? Do you think that that would help at all if you were to tell them, this made me uncomfortable, I did not like it? Do you think that that would help solve anything?
I felt like saying you got a problem.
Getting more defensive, yes. Absolutely.
Or I was going to say you got a problem here.
What stopped you?
Because it was like, it was everybody left and they act like they want to push me out. They want to like push me out. They wanted to have a conversation together. Like I felt like they wanted to push me out.
Okay.
You see what?
Yes. So you
I
felt.
felt like rushed.
Yes, you felt like they were saying without actually saying "get out."
Yeah,
They were.
Yeah, they want before I could say they asked me to something and I couldn't get it quick enough. They put like you can leave now.
Okay.
It's like well, excuse me then.
Right.
You know.
That made you feel probably like okay.
I felt like shit. Well, but
Yep.
What kind of group is this?
Right.
I'm here for support, and you're acting like that. That's how I felt. You see what I'm getting at?
Absolutely.
What kind of support is this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, then we go back to the whole, do you confront them and say, I did not appreciate this. This is how I felt. Or do we just let it go?
Never treat anybody else in that.
You feel singled out because
Yeah.
you've never seen it happen to anybody else.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. What is the best course of action though at this time? Is it more beneficial for you to go and tell them, hey, I did not like this.
How come you shut me out?
Right.
Why did you tell me to, what's your problem?
Right.
I didn't
Should we
appreciate,
do that?
Did you, why didn't you just say you wanted one-on-one, I'll talk to you, whatever.
So we got two options here. You can either ask them that and just kind of tell them, like you just said, if you guys, want your alone time so you guys can talk, let me know. Say, okay, we're going to have a conversation now. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
You can either say that to them, or we got to work on coping and letting go. Remember how we've done some in control, out of control?
Yeah.
Yes. So what you're in control of, you're in control of how you react to a situation.
I'm not in control of what their actions are.
Correct. Exactly. And it sounds like, you're perceiving, and it's okay to perceive the way you did. Like you felt like you were being pushed out. You were being rushed.
Yeah.
They wanted you to leave.
Yeah.
You're okay to perceive and feel that way. On their end, though, they might not have meant it that way. They might have just been like, oh, yep, see you later.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, I didn't storm out. I didn't tell them off. I didn't say, I didn't go out there like a banner.
Right.
On the roof. I said, yeah, well, okay,
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think I swore or nothing. I just, I didn't,
Okay.
I said, yeah, you too, or something like that. I don't know,
Just got yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
But the fact that it is still bothering you,
Yeah.
how many days later, that is what I want to focus on.
Yeah.
So, which game
I
plan?
didn't think it was right. No.
Right. Absolutely. And you have every right to feel that
Because
way.
it's a group. I'm looking at it. This is a group. What do you mean? I mean, you're teaching me.
You have every right to feel the way you did.
You're teaching. You're the teacher, and then you're telling. No.
You're validated in your feelings. You are 100% validated to feel the way you feel. And now it's just deciding, how do you want to
Yeah.
proceed with it.
Now I have time to think on this.
Yes, because you have a whole nother week until you're going to go back.
Yeah. And
So-
it's in my mind. So I'm trying to, I'm thinking on this.
Uh-huh.
It's in my mind.
Well, I want to try and figure out how we can get it off of your mind,
Yeah.
though, so
But,
it's
you know,
not
I'm
sitting in there.
Yeah, it's not going to eat me out. I'm just trying to, I'll get through this, but I'm just saying it's, it's like, okay. Because, I've been in other groups and I've had papers on how to, through Jody and through other, how to,
Effectively cope.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And how, on situations and how to, when it comes to, because situations, on how to deal with people,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. That's good. And you found those effective using those papers in the past.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tried using any of them with this current situation?
Well, I'm going to have to.
Okay.
I'm going to have to because, I mean, yeah, because people, yeah, because they, I don't know, he was in a different mood that day too. That's the thing. He wasn't, as another thing, people, I mean, we all are in different moods, but he was not in a cheerful mood like he always has been, that Dave. He was in a different state of, I don't know, he was not,
His usual self.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So that
Like-
already right off the bat made you feel off.
Yeah. He would always talk to like Lucas. He would, he was always well, Luke, talk about, this and that. He wasn't like that. He was very quiet, sheltered, sat back, whatever. He
Okay.
didn't really,
So that was a deviation from the norm right there.
yeah. So he wasn't